People are afraid, they are petrified. It have them lock up in a them house, them don't want to go outside. All of the clubs and pubs locked down, I can't even dance to my champion sound, but I stay strong. Ready for self-isolation, Sean. Now we under attack, drones from out of space. So if you're going out, put gloves on, put a mask over your face. Me all I wrap up my dreadlocks and bring my cleansing cream with me. Maintain a good personal hygiene and stay 3 meters away from me. So I say go straight out the door. Coronavirus, you're not welcome anymore. Were you the one who tried to make me lay down and die? You think I'd grumble? You think I'd lay down and cry? I will survive. I will survive. Just as long as I know how to live, I know I'll stay alive. Clean out your house good, disinfect and sterilize. I've got my Silk Bang, Domestos and my P-Rum by my side. Hope and pray the NHS don't fall apart. Big up the doctors and the nurses, we keep them in our thoughts. All those hours that them working just to keep people alive. Maximum respect due to all of you. My heart is full of pride. Now you see me say respect you. I'm not that selfish person in that supermarket queue. So if you feel like pushing past vulnerable people and I see all that anger that's inside, you don't want to upset me. So I say go straight out the door. Coronavirus, you're not welcome anymore. Were you the one who tried to hurt me with your lies? You think I'd grumble? You think I'd lay down and cry? Oh no, not I will survive, yeah. As long as I know how to live, I know I will survive. People, clean out your house good, disinfect and sterilize. I've got my Silk Bang, Domestos and my P-Rum by my side. So if just like me, you have lost good friends, and you don't know if it's corona or government and murder them, hello? One thing I know, just make sure you not end up in a hospital. Me not go make no doctor joke me. Me not take no vaccination. So I say go straight out the door. Coronavirus, you're not welcome anymore. People, clean out your house good, disinfect and sterilize. I've got my Silk Bang, Domestos and my P-Rum by my side. Now they say that domestic abuse is on the increase because of all them dirty liars and them bedroom cheats. True lockdown, them can't sneak out, and their lover is all alone. So they keep texting, sending messages to your mobile phone. Your partner find out, and them get vexed. Them sip your naked picture, worse than that, them read them intimate text. Oh, but just like Shaggy, you tell them, no, it wasn't me. No, you see all this corona causing pure misery. So she say, go sleep on the floor. As far as she's concerned, you're not gonna get her zoom anymore. She treat you good, she treat you like a king and a man. And just because you couldn't keep your little something in your pants, so I say go straight out the door. Coronavirus, you're not welcome anymore. Were you the one who tried to make me lay down and die? You think I'd crumble? You think I'd lay down and die? No, to all those shopkeepers who are going to thief. What was £1.99 is £3.45 this week. Oh, now let me send out a little warning to all of them. I will send for all my friends, thief out your things and share with them. So I say go straight out the door. Coronavirus, you're not welcome anymore. Clean out your house good, disinfect and sterilize. I've got my Silk Bang, Domestos and my P-Rum by my side. I will survive, I will survive, yeah. As long as I know how to live, I know I'll stay alive. Hey, clean out your house good, disinfect and sterilize. I got my silly bang, domestics and my beer by my side, so I said go.
This is a Friendly Fire production.
Contender Boxing Series.
It was a fairly large turnout for a preliminary round fight. The draw card was Miguel Iron Dog Ray, a mystery to many, and they turned up to see what he would offer against the experienced Devon Concrete Moncrief. Despite the pre-fight antics, Ray proved toothless against Moncrief. It was Iron Dog who went on the attack, and a wild swing shook Concrete Moncrief. But the 2011 finalist then unleashed a barrage of powerful punches in the second round, which forced referee Ransford Burton to stop the contest 2 minutes and 30 seconds into the round. With the win, Moncrief improved his record to 6-2 and has been handed the #1 seed going into the quarterfinal.
Honestly, I try to be cautious and protect myself. I never know nothing about him, but I realize he barely can help himself, so I just have to go step off of him. Yeah, I want to give him some rounds, yes, but when I catch him really want to, I realize he don't have nothing left, so I just say, boy, I have to just finish it. But it don't make sense, you make a man today, I did already, and you just make him stay there. But they just kill him and done.
I told you, the dog had more bark than bite. Now we see that really, we didn't even deserve a bone. Because what he was doing tonight, it was all scampering, barking, and howling. I thought it was in the woods, but you know that it was in the city. So, St. Mary had a good entertainer. Now Kingston had a real good fighter.
For Iron Dog Ray, he was pleased to make a difference in the contender series.
People have asked me from weeks now, weeks. And I swear, I just make you put on a show for entertain. People need back in a boxing and the sport. I entertainer. I am an entertainer. We still need improvement on the bag and in the ring, but as we say, as we go, we learn. It take a couple punches for me, learn from it tonight. I'm still hungry. You got to feed me, because I'm coming for you. Fast!
The fans also had their say.
The dog dead long time. The dog need a leech. No man, it's not a mongrel, it's a chihuahua.
The other seeded fighters for the quarterfinals are Tetsu Davis, Richard Brady, and Ramel Sub-Zero Lewis. The quarterfinals will get going next week with Brady squaring off against Ricardo Planta. Ricardo Chambers, TVJ Sports.
Hey, yo, we love my dog. Hey, good night. Yo, my dog. My dog can't fight, but you're back. You carry back. Hey, boy, good night, my faithful family and friends and my YouTubers. You know, welcome to another episode of My Perspective. You know, I just share that video because that video, boy, gave me so much fun laughter when I was watching it there night. And trust me, yeah, man, my dog give me some vibes, boy. And it's all right for you, man. I'm doing best. I'm doing best. And, you know, you got to give him credit for that. But, boy, you know, if save a long we've learned about boxing, boy. Too much wild punches, yeah. Too much wild punches, my family. And that's what the fact is, you know, too much wild punches. But, you know, I'm doing things. But, you know, I just want to say that, once again, welcome to another episode of My Perspective. I just hope that, you know, you've been enjoying this episode. Last week, as we talked about friendship, and we're going to talk about scars. And later on in the show, you know, we're going to talk about you know, the NBA, recap on the NBA season and all that. So we will have to discuss a lot of things. But you know, we have some things, you know, go through some news and all that and make sure that we can get going through things. Because you know, by the time we chat, time go quickly. So those are, you know, we need to make sure that we just keep the flow tonight Because by 8:30, I'll be bringing in my other guests. Hopefully, they'll be joining me by 8:30. Rob Logan, the guru. Yeah, he has been, boy, a really bad NBA guru. Me when alone can deal. We're not talking about nothing else. You understand me? But, you know, he has been a very ardent predictor of the NBA. You know, so we will have to talk about that. And Dwight, my other brother, will be joining me too. So we will have a packed show tonight, hopefully. And I hope that it will be appeasing to you all, you know. And that's what it is. So let me start first. Let's start first, you see. I'm wearing my Jamaica thing. Olympics time, yes. But time for the track and field start. You know, I think this year our women they will be more representing us and all that. Yes. You know, the women, I'm not sure about the men, but you know, we talk about that down there because we got some more things we got to discuss with Simone Biles and all that. But let me start first by talking about a couple of issues. Let me start with before I go into my topics. First thing, there was a topic that I missed last week, Wednesday, which I wanted to discuss. And you know, it does show certain things that it shows that there's some level of dishonesty in our own Jamaican people. I want to talk about the visa issues, yeah, with Dial Files and Philip Powell. And what I've found or what I've read about the visa issue is that the former ambassador for the USA over there, he's saying that now he's trying to get back Daryl Vaz's visa because he have found out Daryl Vaz is a good man, so he's going to do his best to make sure they reinstate his visa. Use a visa. And the second one, Philip Powell, you know, after the first vice presidents for vice president in block, the chairman and the vice president in block himself and resigned with immediate effect, he came on to make a comment which is mind-troubling for me, very mind-troubling. And he said that he holds no grudge or ill will against anyone from his own party who went to the embassy to give the information about him, which were totally false and incorrect, so that he lost his visa. And these are two things that I highlighted from these two situations. And you know, it's just very unkind. And I will say this, it's an evil act. And I will call it an evil act because this is two things. Why I say this? The U.S. Embassy in first and foremost, they get information from sources and they act upon information they receive. But what does that mean with these two cases, Daryl Vaz and Philip Powell? I'm seeing that I don't think the U.S. Embassy, from my perspective, have done their research and done their due diligence properly to make sure whatever information they receive was correct on both gentlemen. So therefore, the revocation of their visas was warranted. From a distance, it just looked like they used information and act upon it without verifying, doing research and getting confirmation. And this is so totally wrong against these two gentlemen. Yes, it's totally wrong. I don't care whoever it is. It's totally wrong. But my take is the person or persons who do this is straight evil. Yes, I don't care. It's a straight evil act against another person, this, or persons. If you are going to present something to the U.S. Embassy, the evidence has to be there, clear and precise, that there's no doubt that these persons are corrupted. So therefore, the revocation of their visa is warranted. But it's hearsay the U.S. Embassy use and take away these gentlemen's visas. And I'm saying the U.S. Embassy is now acting like some demagogues. Yeah. You've got to, so if I go to them and say the Prime Minister is doing that, they will particular Prime Minister visa. Just like that. Or what is happening is that they have close connections to the embassy who if they want to destroy somebody's character or take away somebody's visa, they use their links to the U.S. embassy to hurt people. And the question is, why would they want to hurt people? These people are human beings like ourselves. Why would they go to the extreme to report these corrupt, they say alleged corrupt officials? Something is wrong with our people. I'm not going to say something wrong with our people. Because at the end of the day, these people have worked, give their time to their country, I put their lives, and they put their lives ahead of their family. They've tried to improve people's life in whatever way they can with whatever resources through their own party or governance when they're in power. And people who can just go to the embassy and tell lies on these people, propaganda, and they lose their visa. That's called evil act. I'm not going to support that because guess what? At the end of the day, they still have a family, take care of, although I'm not watching them on wealth. But the fact that these people still have a family and a life to live, they might have business interests all over in the USA. And my take is that the US embassy now just take these hearsay or propaganda and just take away the people visa. It's just very unfortunate. Very unfortunate and unkind to these people. Yes. And I hope that there will be some corrective measures that these persons, Darrell Val and Philip will get by their visa so they can go back and do their thing. Because these are people who have done their time of contributing to Jamaica development. Whatever, in a small way or great way. It's not easy being a politician in Jamaica. I understand that. But at the same time, acts of evil against politicians, which is not true, is just not just and not justified, is totally wrong. Yes, it's totally wrong. And just to add, I just saw that over the weekend where I see Azan and Mr. Hales, they had a meeting in Manchester and they started disrespected the MP for the year, Ms. Crawford, Moya Crawford. And, it's just surprising that now the evolution, what you say through the mic as a politician reflects a different tone now. And I'm seeing where the PNP women movement or whoever came out and both put these men in their places. Mr. Crawford had a response to, but only showed, and then both Mr. Ayers and Azan then apologize. What does it say is that the Jamaica politics is evolving, that women must be protected and must be shown more respect. You can't point to Mr. Azan and say, boy, something wrong with my head. No. Mental issues now are, mental state is a big problem in the world. And if Azan understand that, you need to leave politics alone. Straight. But, both gentlemen read that what they said, and they come with a joint statement and apologize to Ms. Crawford, which is good. But, it just does show, they call it dirty politics or, the bantering and theatrics. It's no more part of Jamaica politics culture. They're moving away from that. And therefore, leaders now or MPs or potential MPs have to be mindful of what they say over the mic when they're in their party conferences or wherever the meetings now, because what they say can impact someone and can also impact them in a negative light. And I'm happy that the PNP women came and said, yo, you guys can't say that about lady. And I think that there's a level of rise in the empowerment of women in our politics, which is good. Because at the end of the day, we need women to be empowered. Our first Prime Minister was Portia Simpson, a woman, and I give her credit for that. But we need more women in politics who can empower themselves and empower people and doing good work with the communities and help lifting the community out of the negative or whatever you want to call it, the slogan, moving from getting opportunities to create the world prosperity or wealth, which is important for everybody in life. People don't want to remain at the same level, and that's a fact. Yeah, people don't want to remain at the same level, and people need to grow. Yeah, grow, and have that. And this morning from 85, big up 85 crew. There was an article from A.S. last year, which I had in front of me that I could read. It said education is there to help mankind, to steal mankind. And if education is not doing both, then education is not achieving its goal. And that do throw a remark from the great King Haile Selassie. Yeah. Sometimes people make some quotes, you got to go back and dig back and read those. Because those quotes are very important in our lives. So let me move on quickly to let's just talk about the US now. I see where the Olympic star gymnast Simone Biles, she has called it day early in the Olympics because of mental issues, and she said she's not doing well, so she's just taking a break. Which, you know what? I gave her applause for that. And there is some people believe elite athletes must always be on top of their games, but sometimes elite athletes are going through a lot. Yes, they go through a lot as individuals, and it's very, very, very tough on them at times. And she said she needs to take a break, so I applaud her again, taking that break and making her team, the other members of the team, step up, and they're doing well. But we got to hope and pray for her that she will recover. There's a Japanese player, what's her name, Sasaki, same thing. The mental pressure of being an elite athlete is there. And I think I'm going to create a topic to discuss that, to see, if I can get an elite athlete to talk about the mental pressure. What does it do to them? Do they feel that pressure that they need to be always on top of the game? How do they cope? That's a topic I've got for an elite athlete. I don't know if I can find Usain Bolt, because Usain Bolt is a big boss, and he has been fastest man in the world. So can't find a link point, and you can come and talk about being an elite athlete and mental pressure. How does he keeps his mental strength through competitiveness, and all that. But I'm hoping that she'll be better soon, and she'll be okay, and she'll be back doing what she does love best, which is being a genius. Next thing I want to talk about is that I see that where President Biden wants to make sure federal workers are being vaccinated, and it all makes sense. Yeah, people need to, yes, brother Sway, mental illness, serious, my brother, serious thing. You want to make sure all the federal agents and workers are vaccinated. He might mandate it. Then that's over 2 million people. Over 2 million people. Yes, over 2 million people in the federal government will be vaccinated if he does that. And I see where New York City State mayor saying that he wants all the employees of hospitals and all that state-run agency to be vaccinated too. They will push back, but it's all best. People understand this Delta variant is really causing serious problems right now in the USA. And I can see it in Jamaica. The Prime Minister has to go back to locking down, tightening back curfews, even on holidays. Yeah, even on holidays, the curfews has to be shut down 3 o'clock. Damn. When you people parallel into 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, man. Oh my word! But yeah, it seems that the COVID-19 is just not going to go away for anytime soon. You know, I said by the end of the year, I'm not sure. Because if once people are not willing to vaccinate and get vaccinated quickly, this virus is going to be around for a long, long, long time. I thought it would be over this by this year, but I think maybe another year or more, you know, the country is going to go through different phases, new outbreaks, new variants going to come out. And it's just sad, you know, just sad, you know, but we got to try to continue our lives. From a country, Jamaica, I hope that the people will try to get vaccinated as soon as possible. And I see they have some issues in terms of getting the vaccination. I'm not sure what's causing that delay, but you know, hopefully I hear that you get 600,000 vaccination from the USA, maybe another couple of weeks or so, according to the Minister of Health, Dr. Christopher Tufton. So hopefully people when they get those vaccines, if maybe 70-80% of the population is vaccinated, then things in Jamaica will turn normal. Same here, you know, 70%. But once again, that Delta variant and some people who are unvaccinated is causing a new pandemic. So hopefully, you know, especially Florida and Texas, those states where people are adamant that they don't want a vaccination, is causing an issue. So therefore, it's a big, big problem. Well, anyway, I hope that people will start getting vaccinated and get that thing down, the variant down and all that. And last, I want to talk about the Commission of Inquiry. You know, we're on January 6th, where, you know, the policemen, the way they invaded the Capitol Hill. Oh, boy. What a part of the query yesterday. And trust me, it was sad. Where I saw the policemen, you know, they were giving their stories, and it's just a sad thing. A sad thing, and it's hurting so much. And you know, when the Republicans can deny, you know, that the January 6th wasn't real. It was a fake thing. Oh boy, that says a lot about the Republicans. But you know, I'm going to watch some more of it and then I will respond to it. It's now 8:28, and you know, I got to go through quickly. But to recap, you know, about friendship is that, you know, the couple things that came out last week about friendship, and one most important thing, that first one was having there's got to be loyalty in friendship. Yes, you got to have loyalty in friendship. That's a fact. You can't have friends and there's no loyalty. And you know, and I've said this, to be honest, some people, the loyalty in a friendship goes far, far away, because then again, when you have that loyalty in a friendship, it builds a bond, and you have the person who can help you, and you can help that person. You know, you don't want people who want money or will come to you or all the while want take your money or use because you might have 2 shillings extra. But then people will come for take, cut them off, park them early. You need friendship where there's that level of loyalty. You understand me? The other friendship with him, as I said, the other friendship maybe a friendship for business friendship, whatever, and all that. And there's a certain level of boundaries that don't exceed, because once again, you don't, you know, the friendship is just at that boundary and stay at that boundary. So me and my football friend them, that, you know, my business friends them, you know, my NBA girl friend Logie, but you know, we understand each other. We are a common goal. But then one of the most important, you have those two friends who are real. You have a friend called loyal, who you can trust and rely on. And also you need friends that that can be honest with you. Yes, honest. Can be brutal and say, yes, Sean, you mess up, you know. Yeah. You know, some people live in this bubble of denial. If you tell them the truth, they go up in them feelings and them cut you off and all that. But you know, once again, it's not about cutting off. If you are a good friend, yes, and you tell the truth, live with it. If you really trust that person. Next thing, you have a good friend, it can be a mentor to you, yes. a good mentor to you, you know, who can advise you at time. You can look up to them when they're doing their things. They can look up to you. You need that type of friendship, and that mentor who can guide you. Because trust me, sometimes we make some choices in friends that they misguide you. I've seen it so much time. But you need friends who can be a mentor, and you can be a mentor to them because you share like mind and share thought. You need a positive energy around you. See, the people who come with negative friendship will come with negative energy, and all them can talk about the mud and the rare and cuss and go. No, man, you don't need them. Yeah, man, keep it real. You don't need them because they are negative energy. And with negative energy around you, they will always bring that negativeness around you and bring peer crosses. Yeah, might sound like a Obia man, but at the Fox, this is one of the things that go on. Sometimes in the house and you realize that you find yourself in some situation because of the negative energy around you. So you gotta be mindful of that. And people always say, I'm not sure I can be say this. I have a friend from different culture. Yeah, friend from different culture mean that friend from maybe Guyana, Japan, England. I have the friends from because what they're saying is we are friends from different culture is that you can learn and adapt and appreciate other person's culture, and therefore they can learn from you and also your knowledge increase and empowerment happens. So that's why they're saying have friends from different culture too that can help you, and that is also important, they say, and that's basically it, friendship, those are the main ones that I picked up, but the most important one is that you gotta have loyalty in your friendship. Whoever your real friends are. I mean, real friends. Your real friends have to be loyal to you. And all. The ones that who not real, just disrespect them, but keep them at a distance. Protect yourself, protect your family, protect your surroundings, and that's my take. Last thing I want to talk before we go to the NBA review. Scars, yes. Two types of scars. The scars we're talking about: physical scars, emotional scars. Emotional scars can be from man to woman. Whatever it can be, people treat you and all that. And there's the physical scars where men and women have been beaten, abused, whatever way. But just to summarize quickly before I go switch over, is that what I realized about scars, and I will come back to it next week because time is the essence of everything, is that with scars, we learn a lot from our scars we receive. And from scars, it can only make us better and make sometimes better or worse. That depends on the person makeup. Because sometimes these scars hurt so deep that people can't recover from it. And therefore, it leaves them in a mental state or get this mental illness, as my brother Swaby said, that they can't get out. But some scars, people get out of those scars and use those scars to help them be a better person and to know how to act if there's any more threat to their lives. But as I say, I'm going to go through this in more details. These are scars because the scars are very in our life. Everyone gets scars, but the most important thing, we've got to guard our minds. Yeah, guard our minds and our physical and our emotions against those scars. Use those scars to uplift us and move us on a level. So yes, sometimes it might take a while for the healing to take place, but we have to keep going. We can't make scars keep us down. We've got to push forward and use those scars to make us a better person and use as a guide. Because trust me, evil out every day. Yeah, evil out every day, and they want to hurt you. So these scars, we've got to make sure we use them to uplift us and use them wisely going forward to protect ourselves and our surroundings, our family. Yeah, man. It's real. It's real. So next week, I expound more on these scars thing, and then, we can have an overview once again. But I'm just giving the starting piece of my thoughts on the scars. Anyway, as promised, I'm going to bring in, the guru. Yeah, when you want, Let's have a friend to him. I have a friend. But we born Dwight. I don't know what Dwight speaks. I have a friend to the girl. Girl. Because we can't work the more Logan because the girl now in the real professor, you know. How are you, my brother?
I'm doing fine, sir. And
Yeah?
yourself?
You good?
Yeah, man. I totally forgot about this thing now.
Uh,
I drive, go on ends. I came home early today and drive go on ends. I play some domino. I'm going to take my phone out. I'm going to see this long text. I'm going to say, hold on, I'm going to look on this text here. It look like it's important.
Yeah, but
Rob, hope that you are not late today. I say, oh my gosh, today is Wednesday. I don't know what I'm going to play. So I just run, come back home and just tune in and log in by your thing.
well, I'm saying can't do it. Can't do it. No, do it on the road. Do it.
You reaching here?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
When the road, like, still on the road, my boss.
Still on the road, brother. Still on the road.
All right, that's here. That's the
10 days I want me touch road, man. I not even touch it for myself. No, man. I touch for, you know, touch for the kids.
Yeah. You take care of the family, but you know, I'm always grateful that you guys can come on and, you know, the last minute I can call on you. Because remember, as I said, we promised to.
The volume good today, John.
Eh? I don't hear you.
Where's my volume?
Give me some more volume. I need some more volume.
Yeah, the man said talk loud, bro.
Oh, because last time, I know I said it low. You good now?
No, I'm not here. Say the rap. Nah, yes, the papa. Why you come like me? Hey, come like me buy a good phone or something? What's up with that? Yeah, can't talk a lot about it. Can't talk a lot.
Yeah, man, you're good now.
All right, my boss. So thank you, man.
My boy, come in a while ago, it's so loud. I said, well, I don't know, it's so loud. It's right to be a while ago.
Yeah, I'm talking to your mic, you're in an all party.
Come on, mic there.
Yeah, well, yeah, that one. Because at first you come early and now you bite one for where mind the boss.
Go on, man. You're good now.
Yeah?
You're good now?
Yeah, man. Look better, much better.
All right, I think something kind of elevate.
So, Goro.
Man, are you hurting now?
So, Goro.
Yes,
your prediction. You can't hear me?
Yeah, man.
So, your prediction now, boss. Greek Freak.
Prediction for what?
The final, the winner.
For what?
No, I'm saying you predicted the winner.
Yeah, no, because what we tell you now? We tell us now. And the Nets are man tell us how to feel about because then.
Rob, we're still not here. Rob, we're still not here clearly, Papa.
No, yeah, man.
No, we're not here, man.
I'm over it, man. I think the mic is on this. You hear me?
You still have the mic or something. Where you use it?
I think Rob Mike must have COVID and him cover it up, you know.
Hey, Rob must have COVID. Do I? What you say about the NBA finals, man? What you say? What do you want the NBA finals?
Him say like Brooklyn right now. Him say like the Brooklyn Nets right now and quite bad.
What I'm saying? So, you see Brooklyn, instead of more Brooklyn?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, but you know, I'm going to say that Brooklyn tried far when they went on the Angels. Especially with Kyrie Irving and all that, you know?
Listen.
You know, and
I said it.
Where's my mic on there?
I said it before, you know. They'll win next year. And I think they're going to go out great if everybody stay healthy.
Yeah.
Next year, Brooklyn will wake up on a run like
Well, I'm expecting Brooklyn to come back with that next year.
From 3 wins.
Many external
Yeah.
documents stored on iPhone/iPads.
Yeah, so there should be let me apologize to my viewers. We have some technical issues with some, but overall we get
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
You're up.
All right. You see, at the start of the season, when I look at all the rosters,
yeah,
and I make all my predictions,
yes,
what happened in February now? The trade deadline and the buyouts.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big market now, and a lot of teams are going that way. Especially the buyout market.
But brother Rob, hold on there. That is true, you know. But that happened every year. That happened every year, and that's not new.
It was quite happened for a big this year. This year, you know how much big name they come in. Aldridge, Drummond. They don't name them. Everybody wants to go over them team because, as I told you, the last podcast, that Tucker was the X factor of who got him. Was going to be the favorite.
Right.
Because that boy is awesome. He has been a true trooper, a true workhorse. You know.
We agree on that. We agree on that.
It wasn't him. Was the X factor? It was
right.
It was Bobby Portis out of all of the people. Look at that,
Right.
Bobby Portis who are bounced on all the places, I become the X factor. And every superstar need that role player, that workhorse, that will defend from the big superstar and everybody and take pressure off them.
So you're saying Tucker was the X factor and Bobby was the X factor too?
No, I thought that based on the trade and based on his history. But Bobby Portis was the man. You know, you hear the whole place at time,
Bobby Portis was a factor, you know, but he wasn't more of a factor than Jrue Holiday. When them get Jrue Holiday and them DJ Tucker, no, when them had them two man at Milwaukee, it changed the team. That team got tougher. Because Giannis is a nice guy, and Giannis is not tough. And the NBA days, them man are not tough. You know what I'm saying? Jrue Holiday is a tough brother, and DJ Tucker is a tough brother, and then bring that to look how the man they beat them Chris Paul. Chris Paul was a non-factor. Yes.
He's a starter. So I'm not going to talk about their starting lineup. Because they had so much faith in Drew that they gave him a contract extension. Remember that?
Right.
So I'm talking about the role players them that made a difference. But Drew, from them trade for Drew and bring him them on. And I was glad that the Pelicans gave Drew a chance to go out and win a title.
Right.
Because everybody knows the history of him and his wife and the city. Because his wife played for the U.S. national team now. Remember that?
Right.
That is a story. Because she had a brain tumor and stuff. And it was like a sad story. And I tell you, the Pelicans, them gave him time off. They took care of him and his family. And Drew is a staple in New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? Drew is so happy for him. But don't take that away from nothing. This is one of the best NBA finals I've seen in a long time.
And I agree, but Dwight.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What do you think about NBA final? Was that good finals for you?
It was a good finals. I think I've always said I don't think Chris Middleton is a superstar. Chris Middleton showed up in the playoffs this year, big time. Yeah. Giannis got the help that he needed to back up the two MVP them.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you know, one of them MVP that should have gone to LeBron, but we're not getting at that right now. But Giannis, no, because you know, Giannis get the two MVP them, and then in team them can't do come playoff time. This year was different, and I think once they got to the finals, in take up a next level now, I realize that you know what, I have to seize the ring right now.
Yes.
Because as long as we're not on the top, I have to seize the ring. And that is a mark of a champion.
Yes.
Him realize the moment and him elevate to the moment.
Yes.
You know, Devin took a started off great and then fizzle out.
Yeah.
Chris Paul and beat him up. Beat up Chris Paul and take him on it.
Let me mute the white. My thing is this. I'm happy for the Greek Freak. He deserved it because when he got an injury, the hyperextension on his knee, I thought, wow, is this a season for the Greek Freak? But wow, he came back and carried his team on his shoulder and showed that, yo, I need this ring. And carried the city on his back. You understand me?
Hey,
John. Yes.
And Dwight. I don't know if you guys saw the video last year when Giannis and his other brother had gone to the airport and pick up their other brother from the airport after he had just won.
Yes.
The Lakers.
Lakers, yes.
And they were celebrating at the airport. It was like a party at the airport. And the Greek Freak said, next year is his turn.
Wow.
He came back. He came back to America. He had a contract extension and he was hesitant to sign it. And he was talking about, yo, he needs help, he needs this, he needs that. And the team went out and the team got Jrue Holiday. They got all the pieces that he asked for. But I didn't think it was enough to overcome Brooklyn team as it was.
Right.
Before
Harden trade.
Harden came.
Yeah.
They had a very good team. And they added Kyrie and KD to that team. But what was the point guard name? He tore his hamstring. Tore his Achilles. And it changed the whole dynamic in Brooklyn. Okay? And when they gave up everybody to get Harden, I didn't like the trade. I kept saying it that I didn't like the trade. And then Harden, he wasn't in shape. He started getting hamstring injuries and all that. But I still had fear that they had so much talent, so much scoring talent, that they would have been in the NBA Finals at least.
Right.
And what are they going to do in the offseason? Because now a lot of teams are looking now what they're going to do. What is the Clippers going to do? The Clippers.
What about the Golden State? What about the Golden State Warriors?
Well, the Golden State Warriors have Clay coming back now. But I think that they should target Andre Drummond. They should go after Andre Drummond because he's not going to get no big money in the market. And I don't think that him and AD, LeBron is in good faith because remember after AD got injured, he couldn't deliver.
Yeah.
LeBron was pissed. So I don't think he's in good favor, and I don't think that he's a priority for them to sign. So I think that the Warriors should try to get him as a rim protector. And he's a great rebounder.
Yes.
He leads the league every year in rebound and blocks. So I think the Warriors should target him. You know? But let's see tomorrow, the draft is tomorrow.
Right.
Then free agency start. We can't talk about who are the favorite and who is this and who are going to do that and wherever. Because we don't know what's going to go on.
Right.
Lillard same wants a trade. I don't know if he's going to stay after seeing that Giannis stayed and won.
Mm-hmm.
But what else can they do for Lillard? He needs to go into the East. because trust me, the West is too tough. The Jazz is going to be tough again.
Right.
Phoenix is going to be tough. You know, all these teams are going to be tough. The Warriors is definitely going to be a beast, especially if Clay come back.
A big beast. But the fact of the matter is that the Suns, this kid Booker, I like this kid Booker, but you know, I think they need a next center or somebody to help them. You know,
they probably need a power forward.
They need a power forward,
not a
right?
Center. They
Okay.
have a good center already. They have a very good center, but you probably need another power forward.
Okay. But as I said, the game 5 was decided when you know, I said, coach, when you lead 16, you know, Thunder lead 16 against the Bucks, and they made that run and come, but you should call timeout. That's where I think they lost the game from the series. And from that, the Bucks never look back. You know, but we'll give the Bucks credit for that. They did play well. The
Bucks wanted it.
Eh?
The Bucks wanted it. Phoenix wanted it. It was just a very good finals.
Yes.
It was just down to who wanted it more and who was going to make the big shots.
Yes.
You know?
And this guy Middleton made some big shots. He turned up, as Dwight said. He turned up. Holiday turned up.
Bobby Portis turned up.
Eh?
Bobby Portis turned up.
Yes. Bobby
he
was one of the fans' favorite.
Listen, me know I keep bringing up Portis now. Me know I keep bringing up Portis. Guy needs to play for the Knicks. Me know that's It's a little background and Knicks thing I'm doing that, Sean. Don't watch it. Watch it.
Do this one. I'm telling you. Every time a man leave off of the irrelevant team, they end up winning a title.
Rob, stop.
Oh my gosh. It's just like the man them tell me, say every time a man leave Tottenham, I'm going somewhere there with a title.
Win many titles. Oh boy, I don't want to talk about that. That's what I used to myself. Talk that story by itself, brother. But gentlemen, the MVP, Joker, deserve it?
Definitely deserve it.
Eh?
Joker deserved it. Nobody else had a better season start to finish.
Rob, what is it? You seem like, boy, I feel like you didn't even answer the question. They were.
No. There's no doubt. Because what happened now? Steph Curry don't have the wins as much as he has. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Steph Curry have the stats. As I said, because of everybody's stats, it was so close. I've never seen everybody's stats so close in a long, long time.
Right.
And the stats were very close. But his victories was a major difference. It was a big difference.
Right.
You can't be upset, you know? You can't be upset.
Right.
You win the MVP.
Right.
But trust me, they better be aware. Careful next year, because if Steph Curry after a good start, him not gonna be caught.
if he had a good start with the backing of a good team behind him.
No, I heard that Clay is not gonna start the season. I heard that Clay is not gonna start the season. So he has to go out there again and put up numbers again. So it's gonna be an issue a lot. But like I said, we're not going to talk about no team yet until we see who sign who and who trade who and who package who, because I've heard so many rumors. I heard that Beal is going here.
Right.
Beal is leaving DC. I heard that, you know.
I hear one thing when he leaves too from Portland, Trailblazers. What's his name? What's his name?
Lillard.
Yeah,
Dame Lillard.
State. These are the trade rumors so far.
But remember, he's a $40 million player now. So it's going to take a whole team again unless a next team come in and play. a role. But I don't know why a general manager.
Rob, me know say, you know, I go out on a limb right now, but me I go on a limb right now and say this. Brooklyn Nets next year, Brooklyn Nets are going to challenge the 73 wins in a season if everybody is healthy. They're going to challenge that. They're going to run through the NBA next year. Watch.
Why you put yourself on it early about 73 with the Brooklyn Nets? Come on, I don't
They're going to go for that record next year if everybody's healthy.
Well, that's a bold statement because I saw last year the Bucks were on the pace to break the record. But because the virus came, and they stopped playing every game, what they started doing was resting players. They started resting players, and they were the best team last year in the league. So it's not a surprise for me this year that they are also the best team again in the league. So you see what I say?
Right. So the Bucks win
is not a fluke. The Bucks winning this title is not a fluke.
So the Bucks deserve championship then, basically what Yan Dwight saying, they deserve it then. I mean, based on what happened in Brooklyn and all that, they deserve a championship.
It's not a fluke.
So, guys,
what happened also, no, Sean? You have to remember that during the bubble, while they were in the bubble, and the day that they were supposed to play, the guy got shot.
Yes.
Also in his back. And they were saying, hey, we're not going to play no more game. We're going to shut this down.
Yeah, I remember. Yes,
okay?
Yes.
And they had big meetings and everything, and them go back and go play. And your side, Miami must sweep them.
Oh, where you back to me, Rob?
Miami sweep them out like, yo, some old web.
I don't know, Miami. I don't know what's going on in Miami. You see a disappointment, though. Very disappointed with Miami, but hey.
Overachieve last year.
Oh, boy. All right.
They'll be better this year.
Well, let's wait. I said the trades will make a difference and all that. But
They'll
gentlemen,
be better next year. That's a fact.
But quick question. Overall, how do you feel about NBA season? How do you feel about NBA season? Was it a good season?
Yeah, I think it was a pretty good season, but I think that a lot of people got hurt. A lot of big names got hurt. And that's a problem. I mean, listen, people are always going to get hurt. You know what I mean? It's basketball. People are always there's always going to be injuries. But that being said, I think the biggest part of the problem is the fact that they have too many teams. They need to consolidate some of the teams, especially now they're talking about having a mid-season tournament. Get rid of some of the smaller market teams and have like a squad that is too deep. So you don't have to be playing people, 30 minutes every night, every game. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the best way to do it. But without compromising the quality of the product.
So you're saying reduce the market size? That's what you're saying?
Reduce the number of teams out there, have better teams overall, stronger, deeper squads. Because they remember them having the regular season next year. Plus, they're going to have the playing tournament. Plus, the commission are talking about having a knockout tournament in the middle of the season.
Wow. That's a lot of games.
Yeah. That's like the equivalent of having the Premier League season. Then they play FA Cup while the Premier League season going on. It's the same type of philosophy that I'm having, And I think that's asking a lot. And just like with them things, the deeper squad is one that are going to do well.
Yeah. Rob, what is your take on overall NBA season before we go?
Well, this season is a different type of season. It was a unique season. It was the regular season we were used to because a lot of traveling was kind of held back. You didn't want a lot of teams traveling. When teams did travel, the teams stay out there for a minute and play back to back. You play teams 2 times and stuff like that.
Right.
So it was a unique season.
Right.
It was the regular trips that teams normally go on, and teams had time to rest and recover and all that stuff. It was an easy season. It was a 72 game season too, not an 82 game season. So let's see what type of season we're gonna have this year if teams are going to allow to go, especially on a West Coast trip. You play the Lakers, the Clippers, the Suns, the Jazz, you know. And that trip them for the Eastern Conference team them. You know what I say?
Right.
You go up to the altitude, you know, you're playing at Denver, you know, and you go to Utah, and then you come down into the valley and go play at the Phoenix. It's a lot of different type of structure. So let's see what it goes back to.
So are you in favor of playing this playing tournament and reducing the franchises, or you just want to see what's going on?
Oh, you do that. Remember, say a man having franchise, you know, and it work. Must $2 billion the cheapest now. Somebody have to pay him that money. You see what I say? Somebody have to buy him out. You ask me if you give up my franchise, you have to buy me out. You see what I say?
Right.
I remember all 30 owners of an investment right now that value a minimum of $2 billion. You know what I say?
Right.
So I have a problem with the 30 teams then, because a lot of talent is out there. A lot of talent is coming from Europe. A lot of talent now is getting a chance to come into the league and play from colleges. You know what I say? Because the G League. You don't really need the G League. Okay, you need the G League. You develop the talent them. You send them down there, make them work on them jump shot, make them work on them crossover, make them work on them passes, make them work on them things. And then you put them in the league.
Right.
So I don't see how a man are going to give up him thing, because it's just like in a baseball now. You have some teams who now spend the money on Charles Steinbrenner have to pay for them tax, right?
Right.
And Charles Steinbrenner say, yo, at the end of the day, I do them a favor.
Right.
So at the same thing I happen right there, so. But the talent is improving because look at Phoenix that came last year. And look how them have rapidly improved. Look at your team in New York. Look at the talent level that they have right now. Because people didn't want to write them off about that New York now. Because them didn't need to come out of the league for the longest now. You see what I say?
Right.
Start from this then by eliminating teams. Because they were the most irrelevant in the league for the longest. Look at Brooklyn.
And still worth more money than everybody else.
Because
so
of
not
location.
Exactly. So you can't, when we talk about eliminate teams, we not talk about teams who make money. We talk about teams like the one when the owners meeting and say them now make the money. Okay, well then if you now make the money, we'll sell the team.
Quick final before we go. Coach of the year. Irrelevance coach. Deserve it?
Nah.
Really?
No.
Do I? Irrelevance coach. Deserve it?
Phoenix
Coach
and
of the year?
Jazz coach did a lot more.
Who?
Phoenix and Jazz. Their coaches did way more.
Yeah?
Yeah, man.
Do I?
Coach of the year?
Yeah.
The next coach?
Team, man.
The next coach? Not even a question. Not even a question.
It was a fun.
Not even a question. That's common sense. Listen, did Phoenix make the playoffs? Did Phoenix make the playoffs last year? Yes. Did Utah make the playoffs last year? Yes. Where was the Knicks last year? Second pick and the third pick in the draft. Can't sniff a playoff in several years. Where were they this year? Fourth seed in the East. Give that man the award. As a matter of fact, name the Ross Award after him.
Gentlemen, we look back when the season starts to see get your picks and overviews.
I think we're
October we talk again. Because when season starts, we'll have to get the views again for you guys. I want to tell you thanks for being a part of my show. I really appreciate you guys taking your time to come on. You know, although you have, we come late and all, but you know what? I know my viewers appreciate your comments. I know your fans, girl. Yes, girl. Yeah, and Dwight talking to us. Jamaica Talk Sports. I know that you guys are doing a good job. So thank you once again for coming on my perspective to give your perspective of the NBA season and how it was. And I want you both have a wonderful night. Be safe and good night, gentlemen.
Come on, bless that.
Why stop disrespect me, Knicks,
Remember, hey, listen. Remember, in October when I put up my predictions, I have the right to make changes after the trade deadline.
Nobody come with a caveat and no disclaimer and no fine print, brethren. And I said Knicks and Lakers next year. That is my dream final. Knicks versus Lakers.
All right, boss. Yeah. Good night. See you all. Thanks again.
Yeah, man.
Yes, we went over time, but that was just it. My friends, you know, give the overview of the NBA final. As you can see, they say that, you know, the Bucks well deserve it, and we can't complain about that. There was dispute between the coach of the year, as you can see, but you know, and the MVP, we all agree on that MVP deserved based on his performance and all that. Curry falls short, as I said, because of maybe that support he needed too. But once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. My perspective. It was a pleasure in bringing you my show once again this week. Remember also on Friday nights, the Masters 04 tournament started at Evander Childs. We start 7 p.m. Evander Child in the Bronx, 800 East Garden Road. We start last week. We started streaming the game, but for this week I'm not sure because my Tuesday technical is we might not stream the games this week. But going forward after August 6th, around August 13th, we start streaming by the games live on my Facebook page and Jamaica Boys page. So check in all man and play some ball. Nice ball, yeah man. Some good ball I play. And I'll come out and support if you're in the Bronx. 800 East Garden Road on Friday nights. It's your truly with the director and of this tournament. So give your support if you can. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, please go and get vaccinated. It's important they get vaccinated. You know, if you have a friend who's not vaccinated, please go and encourage them to get vaccinated because being vaccinated will save lives. The Delta variation and what it's causing problems all around the world. It's not only U.S., all around the world. So if you're not vaccinated, please tell someone. If not, CDC is saying now they recommend that you wear a mask indoor, only indoor. So, but if not, still wear a mask, wash your hands, social distancing. Try and encourage your friends to do the same. At any function, because we want to enjoy ourselves and have some fun during all day too. So once again, thank you, my Facebook family and my friends on YouTube. Enjoy the rest of the week. Our productive week, a wonderful weekend, and enjoy. Best of love. Thank you. Good luck.